Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves, because what you're about to hear will make your soul shiver. This isn't some TikTok rumor. This isn't your usual celebrity breakup. This is the kind of betrayal that makes even the strongest woman fall to her knees. Tiny Harris, wife, mother, survivor, just faced the most devastating truth of her life. And it all started with a DNA test she never wanted to see. Imagine finding out that the father of your best friend's baby is your husband. That's right, Shekinah's baby belongs to T. And the moment those results hit the table, Tiny's world collapsed in silence. She didn't scream. She didn't throw anything. She just stared frozen, like time itself refused to move. The same man who promised her forever, and the same woman she called her sister, both hiding a secret that makes betrayal look like mercy. Sources say she whispered one line before breaking down. I knew it. I just didn't want to believe it. And that's when it hit. Every lie, every cover-up, every fake smile for the cameras. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't gossip anymore. This is heartbreak turned into a crime scene. Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta's heartbeat just skipped. What began as gossip is now a full-blown autopsy of loyalty, love, and lies. One envelope, one word, and Tiny Harris's entire world shattered. The DNA didn't just expose a secret, it detonated an empire. For years, Tiny carried herself like a queen, who'd seen every kind of betrayal. She'd forgiven public cheating, private rumors, and every "it's not what it looks like" apology T.I. could invent. But nothing prepares you for the moment the man you built a family with turns out to be the father of your best friend's baby. That isn't drama. That's emotional homicide. They said the tension had been building for months. T and Shekinah, the same Shekinah who called Tiny sis, who shared her stage, her salon, her couch, were suddenly inseparable. Late-night business meetings, inside jokes, secret looks when Tiny wasn't around. Tiny ignored it because denial is cheaper than heartbreak. But when Shekinah showed up glowing, rumors caught fire. At first, everyone laughed it off. Shekinah claimed the father was someone private. But private turned into protected. People started noticing things. The car pulling up at odd hours. The familiar chain glinting under a hoodie. The way T.I. suddenly defended Shekinah in interviews. One producer told Gossip Bill Vibe he used to check Tiny's mic levels. Now he's checking Shekinah's pulse. The night the rumors turned real was quiet. Too quiet. Tiny had been sent a package marked confidential. Inside was a folded lab report and a sticky note that read, "You deserve the truth." She hesitated for a long time. Everyone says they want the truth until it shows up on their doorstep with receipts. When she finally opened it, the paper trembled in her hands. DNA result 99. 98% match. Father Clifford, Harris Jr. That moment lasted an eternity. Her breath froze, her stomach dropped, and her mind replayed every smile, every laugh, every time Shekinah said, "Girl, you know I never hurt you." Tiny didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just whispered, "Not her." Minutes later she called. T.I. witnesses say her voice was calm. Too calm. She asked one question. How long? He played dumb. He always did. But when she read the line from the report aloud, silence filled the phone. A silence so heavy, it broke her last bit of strength. By midnight, the house was chaos. One of the kids overheard shouting. Security cameras caught T storming out, gripping his phone, muttering, "They'll ruin me." Tiny collapsed on the staircase. That's when family rushed in, not to fix it, but to stop her from completely falling apart. The next morning, the internet smelled blood. A gossip blog posted blurred screenshots of the DNA form. It spread faster than wildfire. Within hours, Tidna trended across platforms. Fans were half in disbelief, half in celebration of karma. Memes exploded. Tiny crying, Shekinah smiling. Captions like "Sisterhood of the Traveling Lies." Shekinah tried to go live. Mistake of the century. Viewers flooded her comments with snake emojis, asking where her morals were hiding. She started crying on camera saying, "Y'all don't know what really happened." But when she was asked directly if T was the father, she froze, wiped her tears, and ended the live. Silence speaks louder than denial. Meanwhile, insiders claim T went into full damage control. He allegedly called Shekinah, threatening legal action if she kept feeding the blogs. One anonymous assistant leaked a voice note, his tone sharp, desperate. "Do you realize what this could do to my legacy?" But the damage was already viral. Tiny, on the other hand, vanished. No posts, no comments, no statements, just silence. Her team said she was focusing on family, but sources close to her told a darker story. Sleepless nights, refused meals, panic attacks. One insider said she walked into the studio one evening, looked at the gold records on the wall and whispered, "All this for what?" Atlanta's social scene fractured overnight. Half the city took sides. Some defended Tiny, calling her a woman too loyal for her own good. Others whispered that she'd known all along that Hollywood wives learn to tolerate humiliation if the money stays good. But this was intolerable. Old clips resurfaced like ghosts. An episode from their reality show where Tiny joked, "I trust Shekinah with everything." Fans paused the clip, zoomed in, pointed to T's smirk in the background. "Look at his face," one user wrote. "He already knew." In the midst of it all, someone leaked text messages, allegedly between T and Shekinah, from months before. Lines like, "You know, she don't understand me like you do. And we got to move carefully. People talk." Even if fake, the internet treated them like gospel. Screenshots hit every blog, every comment section, every group chat. Tiny's pain became public entertainment. Commentators dissected her grief, like analysts reviewing game tape. Every gesture, every old photo became evidence. Fans speculated whether she'd file for divorce. Lawyers started circling, offering exclusive representation. Even family friends couldn't keep quiet. One of them allegedly told Gossip Spill Vibe, "She's not just hurt, she's embarrassed." The betrayal came from both sides, her man and her sister friend. What stung most wasn't just the affair, it was the deceit. The late-night phone calls disguised as business. The matching tattoos they once laughed about. The trust Tiny had in Shekinah, to watch her kids, to stand beside her on stage, to protect her image when the world turned cruel. That kind of trust doesn't rebuild, it burns. And yet, there's something even deeper. Something no one's talking about publicly. A hidden video. Rumor has it, before the DNA test, Shekinah accidentally recorded a conversation with T in her car. A conversation where he allegedly told her, "We got to keep this between us till after the baby." If that video surfaces, this won't just be scandal, it'll be legal hell. Bloggers are already teasing exclusive footage. TMZ-style pages are bidding for rights. Every outlet wants a piece of the collapse, because in this world, tragedy pays better than truth. Behind the scenes, Shekinah's family reportedly begged her to leave Atlanta, said she's not safe after the backlash. Tiny supporters have been pulling up in comments threatening to pull receipts from years back. Some even claim Tiny found photos in an old iPad, pictures that could destroy everything. Still, through all the chaos, one question burns louder than the headlines. How long did they think they could hide it? Because this isn't a simple affair. This is betrayal broadcasted in 4K. Loyalty murdered in daylight. The same man who once rapped about family values. The same woman who once preached sisterhood. Both exposed by a piece of paper that doesn't lie. And yet something tells us this DNA storm is only the beginning. Because sources say what happened after the results. That midnight call, that missing phone, that vanishing SUV makes the test look tame. Tiny may have seen the truth on paper, but what came next? That's when hearts broke for real. The morning after that DNA revelation, Atlanta felt different. It wasn't just gossip anymore. It was war. Tiny didn't sleep that night. She sat in her car, engine running, just staring at the dashboard, as if the blinking light could give her back the years she lost to a lie. Around 7:00 a.m., she called one person she still trusted, Monica. According to insiders, Monica begged her to breathe, to calm down. But Tiny wasn't hearing any of it. Her voice cracked when she said, "He made me defend him while he was making her a mother." That line spread faster than the DNA story itself. A makeup artist who overheard the call allegedly leaked it. And by noon, every blog was quoting it like scripture. "He made me defend him while he was making her mother." That's not a line, that's a wound. Meanwhile, Shekinah vanished from social media. Her team released a statement claiming she was focusing on her child's well-being. But insiders told Gossip Spill Vibe she'd been advised to lay low because Tiny Circle wasn't playing nice anymore. Several of Tiny's friends unfollowed Shekinah overnight. Toya Wright deleted old photos. Tamar Braxton posted a cryptic quote, "You never lose friends, you just find out who's real." Then came the leaks. Real or staged, nobody knows. But they broke the internet. Screenshots of alleged text messages between T and Shekinah resurfaced this time clearer. In one he wrote, "You know she'll never believe anything unless she sees it. Keep quiet till then." Another showed Shekinah replying, "I can't do this no more. She's not the enemy." Fans tore it apart, half calling it fake, half saying, "It reads too real to be fake." That same evening, an anonymous account dropped a bombshell audio clip. The voice sounded like T frustrated whispering, "You think I wanted this? You think I planned it? I told you to be careful." The clip ended abruptly, but that was enough. The hashtags exploded again. TI paternity tape hit trending in under an hour. Tiny didn't react publicly, but people close to her say she played that audio 10 times straight, and then something inside her snapped. She reportedly told her assistant, "If they want public, I'll give them public." By 6 p.m., Tiny's team drafted a vague Instagram post. Black background, white letters. "When love turns into lies, even the truth feels dirty." That post reached 1 million views in 30 minutes. The comment section turned into a battlefield. Fans begged for answers. Others demanded apologies, but Tiny didn't reply. Behind closed doors, though, she was building her own case. Sources say her lawyers gathered every message, every transfer, every late-night call log between T and Shekinah. They were preparing for what insiders called a scorched earth move. Some claim she even hired a PR strategist who once handled celebrity divorces for Hollywood's elite. While Tiny prepared for war, T tried to rewrite the story. He went live, calm tone, fake smile, claiming people were spreading false narratives and weaponizing the internet. But halfway through, when a fan commented, "Then take another DNA test," his smile cracked. He looked off-screen, exhaled, and ended the live abruptly. That clip went viral faster than any denial statement could travel. Every rapper, influencer, and talk show jumped on it. Maze and Cameron even mentioned it on their podcast, calling it the dirtiest ATL twist of the decade. Charlemagne referenced it on The Breakfast Club, saying, "If that test is real, he's done, point blank." And just when people thought it couldn't get worse, it did. A video surfaced allegedly from a studio session months earlier, showing Shekinah walking in, wearing one of T's hoodies. Someone behind the camera joked, "That's a little too comfortable, ain't it?" Shekinah laughed it off, but fans didn't. The comment section was brutal. The hoodie gave birth before she did. Meanwhile, Tiny's emotional state reached breaking point. Friends say she started packing. The mansion, once filled with noise and laughter, went silent. Her stylist told Gossip Spill Vibe She stopped listening to music. She said every song reminded her of a lie. Then came the headline that flipped the internet upside down. T moves out of family home. Paparazzi caught him leaving in a black SUV. No wedding ring, no smile. The images flooded social feeds like funeral photos. Every outlet labeled it differently. Separation, crisis, collapse. But for Tiny, it wasn't about headlines anymore. It was about survival. And Shekinah, her silence turned into guilt. An insider leaked that she'd been texting Tiny non-stop messages that were never answered. One reportedly read, "I didn't mean for it to happen like this." Another, "Please don't let them turn us into enemies." But betrayal doesn't come with forgiveness attached. In the middle of it all, something darker was brewing. Financial trails. Allegedly, Tiny discovered hush money, transfers, cash apps, and wire receipts made under fake consulting fees. The amounts matched Shekinah's pregnancy timeline. A source close to Tiny said she kept screenshots in a folder labeled "Truth Hurts." Blogs caught wind of it. One headline read, "T paid Shekinah to stay silent during pregnancy." Though unconfirmed, the damage was irreversible. Every rumor felt believable now because the DNA test had already poisoned the foundation. Fans started re-watching old interviews, analyzing body language like detectives. One clip showed Tiny on a talk show saying, "You can't trust everyone who claps for you." The comment section erupted. Shebin knew, and through all the chaos, the baby, the innocent in this storm, became the center of speculation. The world knew his name, his mother, and now his alleged father. People debated if T.I. would acknowledge him, if Tiny would walk away, or if this would drag into court. Every theory had traction, because every possibility sounded believable in this disaster. As the scandal snowballed, endorsement deals began to crumble. Tiny's reality show renewal went on pause. A streaming platform delayed T.I.'s upcoming project due to ongoing personal matters. Money was leaking faster than secrets. But the emotional toll, that was priceless. Those close to Tiny say she spends hours sitting on her patio, replaying the last 10 years, like a movie with no happy ending. One friend said, she told her, "I keep hearing his voice say forever, and now it sounds like a lie every time." Meanwhile, Shekinah's former assistants started speaking up. One claimed she'd overheard phone calls months ago, where T and Shekinah argued about timing and telling her. Another said he was scared Tiny would find out before the show wrapped. The puzzle pieces were falling in place, ugly and undeniable. By the third week, this wasn't just a scandal. It was a career extinction event. And somewhere in the middle of the chaos, Tiny got a message from a block number. The voice note simply said, "They're going to release everything if you don't stay quiet." She played it once, then twice, then sent it straight to her lawyer. Because what Tiny didn't know was that this story wasn't over. The DNA test was only the spark. The real fire was still coming. Leaked footage, courtroom whispers, and a secret that would make even the most loyal fans walk away for good. The night before the biggest leak, she stood at her mirror. No makeup, no filters, just pain reflecting back. She whispered to herself, "If this is what love costs, I'm done paying." But love never leaves quietly, and neither does revenge. By the next sunrise, Atlanta wasn't breathing, it was watching. Every phone screen, every gossip page, every fan account had one mission: to see what leaked next. And when it finally dropped, the internet didn't just break, it bled. A 47-second clip appeared on a private gossip page titled, "The Truth They Tried to Hide." It showed what looked like the inside of a black SUV. Two voices, one male, one female. The man sounded unmistakably like T. He whispered, "You know this can't get out till she signs them papers." The woman, Shekinah, replied, "I didn't ask for this tip. I just wanted love." That one line, "I just wanted love," turned into the most viral soundbite. Pregnancy. Though unconfirmed, the damage was irreversible. Every rumor felt believable now, because the DNA test had already poisoned the foundation. Fans started rewatching old interviews, analyzing body language like detectives. One clip showed Tiny on a talk show saying, "You can't trust everyone who claps for you." The comments section erupted. Shebin knew, and through all the chaos, the baby, the innocent in this storm, became the center of speculation. The world knew high screenshots in a folder labeled "Truth Hurts." Blogs caught wind of it. One headline read, "T-Paid Shekinah to stay silent during S-name, his mother, and now his alleged father." People debated if T.I. would acknowledge him, if Tiny would walk away, or if this would drag into court. Every theory had traction, because every possibility sounded believable in this disaster. As the scandal snowballed, endorsement deals began to crumble. Tiny's reality show renewal went on pause. A streaming platform delayed T.I.'s upcoming project due to ongoing personal matters. Money was leaking faster than secrets, but the emotional toll that was priceless. Those close to Tiny say she spends hours sitting on her patio, replaying the last 10 years, like a movie with no happy ending. One friend said she told her, "I keep hearing his voice say forever, and now it sounds like a lie every time." Meanwhile, Shekinah's former assistants started speaking up. One claimed she'd overheard phone calls months ago, where T and Shekinah argued about timing and telling her. Another said he was scared Tiny would find out before the show wrapped. The puzzle pieces were falling in place, ugly and undeniable. By the third week, this wasn't just a scandal. It was a career extinction event. And somewhere in the middle of the chaos, Tiny got a message from a blocked number. The voice note simply said, "They're going to release everything if you don't stay quiet." She played it once, then twice, then sent it straight to her lawyer. Because what Tiny didn't know was that this story wasn't over. The DNA test was only the spark. The real fire was still coming. Leaked footage, courtroom whispers, and a secret that would make even the most loyal fans walk away for good. The night before the biggest leak, she stood at her mirror. No makeup, no filters, just pain reflecting back. She whispered to herself, "If this is what love costs, I'm done paying." But love never leaves quietly, and neither does revenge. By the next sunrise, Atlanta wasn't breathing. It was watching. Every phone screen, every gossip page, every fan account had one mission: to see what leaked next. And when it finally dropped, the internet didn't just break, it bled. A 47-second clip appeared on a private gossip page titled, "The Truth They Tried to Hide." It showed what looked like the inside of a black SUV. Two voices, one male, one female. The man sounded unmistakably like T. He whispered, "You know this can't get out till she signs them papers." The woman Shekinah replied, "I didn't ask for this tip. I just wanted love." That one line, "I just wanted love," turned into the most viral soundbite self-righteous caption about growth, forgiveness, and protecting his family. But fans weren't buying it. One top comment under his post read, "You protected your family by creating a new one." Everything he built on control was gone. Endorsements, respect, trust. Even fellow artists stopped defending him. People in Atlanta whispered that T.I. lost the city. But Tiny wasn't done. She started her own podcast, Truth Untold. The first episode went live 3 weeks after the scandal, and within hours, it hit #1 on Apple Podcasts. The title, "When the DNA Doesn't Lie." In that first episode, she didn't name names. She didn't need to. She spoke from the heart, raw and trembling, but powerful. "I was loyal to people who were rehearsing how to betray me. I ignored red flags because I thought love was enough." But the truth is, love without honesty is just performance. The internet exploded again. Clips from her podcast went viral. Fans hailed her as the queen of surviving betrayal. Even people who once mocked her now called her a warrior. And as for T, his downfall became meme material. One trending video showed his old interviews where he bragged about being the protector, overlaid with captions reading "protecting everyone except his marriage." Brutal. Shekinah, on the other hand, quietly reactivated her account after a month of silence. Her first post, a picture of her holding her son with a caption, "My only truth." Comments were limited, but that didn't stop the chaos. People flooded Twitter with comparisons, theories, and think pieces. Some called her a victim, others called her a villain. But one truth remained. Tiny had already won the court of public opinion. Because at the end of it all, this wasn't just another scandal. It was a full-scale reckoning. A story about how fame turns friendships into business, love into leverage, and trust into collateral damage. Insiders say Tiny refused to take T.I. back, even after multiple apologies. One source told Gossip Bill Vibe he sent flowers, letters, even a car. She sent them all back. The message was clear: something's money can't fix. Months later, during a live show, Tiny performed wearing a chain that spelled one word, free. The crowd roared. That performance clip went viral with a caption, "She turned pain into power." But here's the part that nobody saw coming. The twist that made even the coldest viewers pause. Weeks after everything calmed down, Tiny reportedly received an anonymous package. Inside, a flash drive labeled the rest of the truth. The content's still unknown, but insiders claim it holds more recordings. Ones that could expose more names, more lies, more betrayals. And the final image that still haunts fans. Tiny walking through the airport, sunglasses on, calm, untouchable. When asked by a reporter if she'd ever forgive them, she smiled faintly and said, "Forgiveness is for peace, not for reunion." Then she walked away. The crowd cheered, the cameras flashed, but behind that smile was a woman who'd survived the worst kind of pain. The kind that teaches you exactly who you are when the truth finally stops lying. The internet crowned her queen of karma, and in a world that thrives on chaos, Tiny didn't just survive it, she owned it. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the question isn't who lied, it's who's left standing when the truth finally catches up. Because in this city, loyalty is currency, and once it's spent, you can't buy it back. Tiny's tears turned into strength. Her silence turned into headlines. And that DNA test, it became the final chapter in a story written by betrayal. But here's the real twist. This wasn't just about love, cheating, or even revenge. It was about power, about how fame protects the guilty, how silence shields the wrong people, and how sometimes it takes a woman's public breakdown to expose a man's private sins. Ty built a kingdom on charm, control, and cameras. Shekinah built hers on friendship and loyalty. But Tiny, she built hers on truth. And now the truth stands taller than any empire they could ever fake. Fans are calling it divine justice. Others say it's just another Hollywood tragedy. But one thing's for sure, everyone's watching, waiting for the next headline, the next leak, the next name that'll fall under the weight of another DNA secret. Because in this world, secrets don't stay buried, they go viral. So, what do you think? Was Tiny's heartbreak karma or cruelty? Should Shekinah be forgiven, or should betrayal be a life sentence? Drop your thoughts below, because the internet court never closes, and Gossip Spill Vibe never sleeps. Stay tuned, because if this is how it ends, imagine how it began. This is Gossip Spill Vibe, where truth burns brighter than lies. And remember, this story isn't ending. This